edition of the Gentleman Fantasy Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Rutka, and with me today, in person, Robert Rushlow.
In his basement. Thanks.
Yes, in my basement.
Thanks to finally being released for some good old-fashioned bow hunting, I surprised Kyle and actually just knocked on his door to do this pod.
Just like that.
Yes. I'm surprised you guys let me in, to be honest. I blindsided him. He was still trying to get the kids to bed. He shot me a message. He was like, hey, should we try to do a pod tonight? And instead of giving him any kind of response like a decent human being, I literally just drove to his house and knocked on his door and caused trouble. In the best
There was
way.
no trouble.
No.
It was almost no trouble.
I did get to read one of your kids a story. I got to snuggle another one. It was great. There was all kinds of fun.
Good times. Good times were had by all but the babies that did not want to sleep.
No.
And thus, here we are an hour later than we intended to start.
That's all right. It's all right. I'm excited. You know, it's not too often we kick off these podcasts and I'm in a good mood, like on the fantasy end of things, but I couldn't have asked for a better just week to play out for me.
It was a fantastic week. It was a fantastic week for everyone but one person. But we'll get to that in a little bit, all right? But since we are both here all in one place, a generation lost in space, or whatever that song says. Since we are all in one place, we have something. We have breaking news. Since we are both in the same place, we are making phone calls, and we are starting right now.
Yeah, let's go.
Going for Chop Stizzle.
Crowley, it's podcast time. How's it going?
Hey, it's going all right.
What up?
I got one burning question for you.
All right, hit me.
Explain to me how you're 2-6.
I mean, that's a really good question. Even though one of my victories is we got 170 points, that's the only reason I'm in the playoff conversation talk right now. But
Sometimes it feels like that's how much you got to score.
Everybody averages 100 points against me. I don't know what it is.
I don't get it either. I believe you have the most points against you. No?
He has the third most points against him.
Sorry, the third most points. Yeah, but Ed doesn't count because Ed's so bad.
Okay, well, Justin has 888 to Kyle's 846.
Okay, sorry. Either way.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of points against. And Crawl, even though he's 2-6, even though you're record-wise, he's what, like the 10th team in the league?
Yes.
You are in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Good work.
As I said it. I think I started like 1-3 or whatever. I said I'll be 3-11. I'll make the playoffs. You fucks.
Which terrifies me, given our history.
It really does. No, you have a good-looking team. That trade that was very controversial actually turns out you were the only one that made out on that trade.
Yeah, Los is not looking great right now.
Well, I mean, Travis Kelce is still good. It's just, yeah, you're doing well. Lamar Jackson's
the Chiefs
top 10
do not look
quarterback.
good right now. Like the whole Chiefs offense, I'd just be like, oh.
They'll get it together.
It's looking like that's going to work out for you, Carl.
Well, that was my plan.
We'll
I needed
see.
a quarterback, and I got the better. Well, I don't know. Is Murray supposed to be out a week or two, or what happened to him?
Last time I checked, we weren't sure. He was questionable.
I think they might still roll him out against San Francisco, but it sounds like he's nursing some stuff. But I don't know. What's their alternative?
I don't know. I didn't do any research, but I'm assuming that since that trade, Jackson's probably scored more points than Murray. Am I right?
I'm not sure, but I know that Kelce had 19 points in week 1, and he hasn't gotten up there since.
Right. I mean, since Mahomes or whatever's going on with that offense in Kansas City, since that started going downhill, Kelce's been real hit or miss.
Yeah, Kelce isn't very consistent, but yeah, Murray's still rolling out some pretty big scores, 23, 13, 31, 22, and then he sucked against Green Bay, but yeah, still
just in time for Los to lose to Ed.
yeah. Ed getting his win just when I needed it. That was great. I don't normally cheer for Ed just because of the principle of the whole thing,
Yeah.
but I was okay with this one specifically.
Now, Crawl, you do understand you need to be cheering for Robert right now, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like Robert's your new best friend here. Because as long
Yeah.
as Robert keeps churning out wins and stays in first place in his division, you're still in the driver's seat for that last playoff spot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not comfortable
Yeah,
with this in
hopefully,
any way.
Hopefully I get my third win and my last win of the season against Ed.
You know what? As much as it would just drive me fucking nuts for that to happen, I'd get the biggest kick out of that.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Well, Crawl, since it's our halfway point in the season, do you have one comment or anything for the rest of the league for going forward?
You guys just better watch out for that bad Mother Tucker.
By the way, that was a very good name change. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to prove me wrong about kickers. I guess I'm going to start taking that a little more seriously in my draft strategy.
And you're destroying him right now with Tucker, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm like plus 30 something. Yeah, I don't know what your kicker had this week, but
We tied. Mine had 6 and yours also had 6. So even though it was a mediocre game for Tucker, it was like a great game for me. But yeah, it's still a wash.
Put it this way, you're going to have competition from Robert next year for Tucker.
Yeah, good luck, buddy. You told me, you taught me a lesson.
I'm willing to drop a dime piece on that motherfucker.
Whoa!
He's my kicker for life.
Not a chance. No balls if you don't.
All right. Well, I'm calling you out on that one, Carl. I'm going to bid you up to 10 just for that.
Alrighty, I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a tuck.
All right, Carl, we're going to let you go. You have a good one, buddy.
All right, see you later, guys.
All right, later.
What a
All
great
right,
interview.
That was a good interview. That was a
Yep.
good interview to start off with. I like
Nowhere
when that
to go
happens.
but down from
Yeah,
here.
I can't wait to call the next person and have him not answer.
I was gonna say. Now let's go to Ed so he can answer half asleep. Hello?
Do you really want to do that?
No, not at all. Let's keep the content.
All right,
going.
let's go with someone who should answer the phone here. Los.
Yo, what's up?
Okay. I've only got one thing to say to you.
I suck.
Listen closely.
Will you remember you? Oh, I screwed it up. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories.
Yep.
Now, Los, I'm sorry to hear about your fantasy
Yeah.
team. I wish
I
you.
have no idea what that song was.
Oh my God! Really?
Who's Sarah fucking
Oh,
McLaughlin?
Sorry, I couldn't hear it.
Oh,
You'll have to listen to the
anyway,
pod.
you'll have to listen to the podcast. That was Sarah McLaughlin with her "Puppies Dying" song.
Fucking man.
And, it was just a remembrance for the fantasy season that you could have had that you never will have.
Yeah.
Can we talk about it? I mean,
I have never seen a season go down in flames so fast in my life.
Fall from Grace doesn't even do it justice. Kyler Murray's all banged up. Derrick Henry's gone. Fucking your wide receivers have always been sort of a shit show, but I mean, at least they were producing a little bit. And then Travis Kelce is just not worth the trade anymore. Even coming from me, who I really staked a flag and you getting the better end
You
of
have
that deal.
3 Seahawks running backs, all of which you are on bye, but 2 of the 3 are on IR.
Yeah, you better go get Rashad Penny fast.
Yeah,
What's going on here?
That's when Carson went down, and I tried to hedge my bets, and then Russell Wilson went down, and the whole team went to shit. And
It's just like
yeah, it's just shit happens.
Never mind, you did get Rashad Penny. I didn't even realize that.
I mean, Allen Robinson forgot that it's not the preseason yet. Like, I just What happened?
I mean, you can't win them all. I mean,
No.
I gotta let Robert win this year.
Whoa. Let's not get out of control.
You
here.
know, but the worst part is that Robert and I thought you had a juggernaut after week 2.
Yeah, we were terrified. I was pissed. If you couldn't tell, I was upset.
Hole at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but Brandon Cooks showed up there for a few weeks. Now that I think everyone's figured out that he's the only wide receiver that Houston has, it's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Well, it
He's the
didn't
only
help
one worth
that the
a shot on
quarterback
that team.
situation was rotating around, too.
Davis Mills was all right for a while.
What's his name is back, though, this week. Good old doctor stabbed him in the lung guy. What's his name?
Tyrod's back?
Yeah, Tyrod looking to make a return.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
So there's hope for you, Los. Maybe you can, string together just enough to get in the playoffs and beat me.
So I hear $61 is the going rate for Adrian Peterson right now.
That's fine. He can go for that. That's okay.
And then whoever it is they actually start.
Yeah.
Luke will get him.
Well,
somehow.
they don't have much else. Luke's out of money, so I don't know who's going to spend $61 on Peterson.
Honestly, what I think is going to happen is they're just not going to run the ball as much. And, everyone's like, who's the next Derrick Henry? But Derrick Henry was legitimately special as a running back. I think they're just going to pass more.
A.J. Brown might be worth having right now.
I think the Titans in the passing game are going to be worth having more than anything.
Yeah.
Tannehill's a good quarterback to have now.
Oh, yeah, I know. And it's funny because you have Tannehill?
I sure do.
Why?
Oh,
Because Dak was on bye and he was hurt, so I picked him up. I got him cheap as shit, too, off of waivers.
I mean, he hasn't been good passing-wise this year.
No, but without Henry, you figure he'll have to step his game up. That could be some serious points. I knew Dak was hurt, and they didn't know whether or not they were going to start him for the late games.
Mm-hmm.
So I just rolled out Tannehill anyways last week. He got like 20-something points. It was pretty serviceable.
Interesting.
Yeah, very happy with that. Got to keep that season-high point streak going, baby.
So I hear trade season's open for you, Lois.
Oh, God, yeah.
I believe you did.
I'm shooting out trades that are getting shot down left and right. It's okay.
You didn't send any to me. I'm a little insulted. You're like, I don't want any of your players?
Well, he did post on the message board that...
What do I have to give to Robert that he would want?
Well, I mean...
Anal? Sorry, it's a family-friendly...
I was like, I'm not even going to fucking bother.
Family-friendly podcast. Sorry.
Oh, man. I thought you said we didn't have a porn on Pornhub. It was just an ad.
Well, not until the whole 1-800 number debacle, and now they're coming at us with all this money and sponsorships, so now we might actually have to put one out. Yeah, there's a huge market. People want to see you naked,
It's not
Kyle.
a huge market.
Well, there's a couple
There's
people.
a market.
It's at least one person in the Philippines.
What's the target market for this?
One female in the Philippines that listened to our podcast by accident.
Oh, my God.
Now, sad middle-aged drunk men in the Midwest all over the place.
Well,
Got to give them hope.
That's a good one.
This got off the rails. Tell us, though, what's your plan? What you going to try to work the waivers hard, maybe get away with a couple trades, just punt on the whole season, maybe take some deep shots? What are you thinking?
I'm going to try and make my team get into the playoffs and hopefully become the worst team ever to win a championship.
It's not a bad strategy. I mean, you have a good record.
I believe right now.
now
he's the first team out right now.
Is he?
Yeah, because of Crawl and his points.
Well, keep working at it, because if you're in the playoffs, I mean, really, we've seen a lot of years. It's anybody's bet
Anything
from
can
there.
happen.
Yeah,
I do believe
the first step is just making it. So.
Right. That's usually the only step I get to. I wouldn't know what happens after that.
Now I laid it out on the message board, which I don't even know how to get to it from here.
Look at you with your lack thereof technology.
Well, they changed everything around now, and it's harder to get to.
Right now, it's Rob and Jason in the division champs game. Steve picks his first round opponent. Travis and Ryan get the top record wild card, and Krull gets the points wild card. And yes, this is why I championed that rule. I don't understand how you're 2-6. He said that to Krull.
Yes, I guess I did say that. Yeah,
I read it all verbatim for you.
verbatim. By the way, for you guys at home, Travis spent over $30 on rugs, and now he's killing it. I mean, behind the wheel, allegedly. That is.
He's sure killing it.
That's what Travis said in the league chat. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the details on that, but that sucks.
It's
for
bad if
everyone.
he killed a guy regardless.
Now, what was he doing out on a Tuesday night?
Honestly,
What am I doing out on Tuesday night?
What are
I
you doing?
guess.
What are you doing right now?
I just got done shooting darts.
Oh, really?
See, he still has a nightlife.
Well, nobody told us that he shot darts on Tuesdays.
When do you shoot? Mondays?
Yeah.
I don't shoot darts. I shoot deer. Except tonight, I did not.
Lowe's can't hear it. All
I
right.
will too shoot I'm there again.
Now, Lowe's, you have the next most amount of children. Actually, no, you have the most children in the league now.
I think he's got the record right now.
Yes, you have the record until I pass him.
Go on.
I'm staying put at Cinco.
Hold on. Is this a breaking news?
No, it's not a breaking
Oh,
news.
I got a mastectomy last year, man.
Hey, those don't always work. Be careful.
Yeah, why didn't you should have held out so you could go with me and Aaron and hold hands, all three of us.
Hey, the nurse that shaved my giblets, she gave me a wink, said, "This will take care of you. Don't worry."
Whoa. She's like, rest assured. Nothing's getting through this when we get done.
But I was just thinking, since you have the most children in the league and we always do family circle jerk at the end, do you have any good family circle jerks for us? I know I'm putting you on the
my two boys
spot.
got hand-foot-mouth
Ooh.
virus, and they are struggle busting it pretty fucking hard. And they got like sores in their mouths and shit.
Is that what
blisters on their
happens?
faces.
They start putting their hands in their foot in their mouth and they get sores?
I think it's from smooching each other.
Interesting.
Nico was going around just kissing all the other kids at daycare, and I think that's how he got it. And Levi likes stealing his nuts and shoving it into his mouth for some godforsaken reason, and that's how he got it.
They just taste better after they're in someone else's mouth.
Interesting.
It's all right.
Well,
At that age, you just got to chalk it up as, look at them being babies.
yeah.
Okay.
What do you do?
Otherwise, like Kaya, she's like reading at a third grade level in first grade, so big
Hell
ups
yeah.
to her.
That's good. You got to keep them reading at home. That's the trick.
Yeah, she reads to me and knows words that even I don't know. So I am proud. Like to say I'm the reason why, but I can't.
Well, we all know Megan does the heavy lifting, so.
And it's a well-known
Cool.
fact, well-documented fact that she was one of my favorites. So
Wait, what's that supposed
makes
to
sense that she's a genius.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Kaya's one of my
that's why I
favorites.
bought her.
mean? Oh, I thought you were talking about Megan.
No. Megan reads at way higher than a third grade level. She's at least fifth grade.
No,
Wait,
I
what?
thought you.
What
I
do I
thought you meant you had a thing for Megan.
Oh my god.
I was like,
No.
what? Oh, all right, Lois. Well, we just had to have a conference with you about your team. I apologize for the way things have gone for you. I'd like to
mean-
say that there's better days ahead, but I don't know if they are.
It's not likely, but hey, at least we can, be in the same boat when we talk about, you remember 2021 when we both had those killer teams and I didn't make the playoffs and you washed out in the playoffs to some team that was terrible, a.k.a. Crawl, and, it just didn't work out. And then Kyle lectures me about, bitching about all these years that I was really good and I should have won it all. This is the shit I'm talking about.
The same old story every year.
Yeah, and then you wonder why I'm a fucking alcoholic.
I hope Robert steps on me to the championship game. That's all I'm playing for.
Well, what about me? I'm still in the hunt.
You already got one, so you can go fuck your couch or something.
Woo!
This is the guy with 2.
2 couches?
Oh,
I'm sure he's got 2.
I don't want to. I'm not greedy like Ryan.
He's like our next call. I gotta find out what he's gonna say here. All right.
All right.
We'll catch you later, Lois. Thanks for calling in.
Later, bud.
All right. Yep. Later.
Decent interview. Liked it.
I'm disappointed he couldn't hear the song.
Yeah, all right. Like, what the fuck was that? It's all right. That was more for our entertainment than his. We were just rubbing salt in the wound anyways.
Hello.
Jason,
What's up?
you are on the podcast.
Yes.
You
made
are
it.
having an
Long time.
extraordinary year this year.
Why, thank you.
Things are swinging your direction. Those
like it.
burrows and your hose have kept in line all season so far. You have any good comments for us about your team?
Well, it seems like shit could be hitting the fan because I don't know what I'm going to do about tight end. Noah Fant just got on the COVID list, I guess. Kittle might be there.
I did not notice. I see that now, yes.
Yeah, Kittle might be off IR. He's still on IR, I guess, according to ESPN, and they're taking him out of to practice. I don't know.
I was going to say,
He's expected to practice this
Saw
week, but they're
something.
not sure if he's actually going to start or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
who knows?
assuming if they can start him, they will, just because of the gravity of this matchup.
Right. Yeah, I would think so.
Now, I will tell you, Lois is out there trying to make some moves here.
I know. I might go after Kelsey, although he just played like shit yesterday.
I know. Because I was
Honestly,
going to
I
say
think he would
he
still
might
be
take a
worth it.
flyer on Kittle in return for Kelsey if
If you sweeten the deal a
you
little
sweeten
bit.
the deal. I believe he has 4 Seahawks running backs either on IR or on bye.
He'd probably give you
I
all of
saw-
them.
I saw that.
So
All the Seahawks and Kelsey.
so he might need a running back or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just a smidge. Yeah, with Derrick Henry and crap, that's gotta suck.
yeah. We sang him a
Wonderful song
wonderful song.
by Sarah McLachlan, so I'm assuming you know what that was in reference to.
Nice.
But really,
No, and honestly, when I after the draft, I was like, ooh, not very confident in my team, and Burrow was a little shaky off the start, but I'm pretty happy with what it's turned into right now.
I mean, I'll tell you what. Burrow has been solid all season ever since the Bengals kind of took off. Jonathan Taylor was at like 3 weeks into the season, it was nut crunching time, and then all of a sudden he just decided, fuck it, I'm going to play well. And I mean, since then, I mean, he's been getting you 25, 30 points a week the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, same with Fournette too. Like, first couple games, I was like, "Oh God, I'm going to really need to start looking at running back." And
Well,
then now,
And with
Stuff changed.
Fournette, they just needed to quit giving Jones carries, and once they quit giving Jones carries, Fournette, settled into a role.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Jonathan Taylor coming out and really just starting to do well in the last few weeks, making a good pickup with Darrell Williams. Like, everything seems to be hitting for you right when it has to. I don't know if it's necessarily sustainable.
What about that CD Lamb, Robert?
That CeeDee Lamb is a bet I'm probably going to lose.
Well,
But
don't know,
hey, I mean, I
honestly-
benefit from CeeDee Lamb's production too, but I have that quarterback.
Right, yeah.
Which brings me to the
Exactly.
hard-hitting question that I wanted to ask you.
Oh no.
Because he is actually in third in season high points. He's only about, let's call it 47 behind me. But cheering against me means he's cheering against Dak, cheering against Zeke, cheering against Schultz. So
Oh, I see where this is going.
if he's a true Cowboys fan, is he really that upset that I'm the season high points guy? And which would he really prioritize in that situation?
Yeah, no, that's you got it right there. Because every time we're watching the game, it's like Dak will throw a little pass and Zeke runs or something. And I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'm like, wait, no, yeah, yeah no.
It would be
So,
torture
no,
for me if I was in your situation there.
It no,
Oh my
you know,
God, yeah.
it was quality that week that you guys were playing, and you and I were watching the game together, Jason, and
That Jonathan Taylor thing was the biggest pile of horse shit ever.
and Jason and I just keep sending Robert messages back and forth.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh man, but yeah, I you know, I believe right now, you and Robert would be playing in the division champs game. Am I right on that, Robert?
Correct.
Yes. So if we ended
Yeah.
today, which we're not, but if we did, it'd be you two right up in there for the division champs game.
Yeah, you know, and I gotta admit, like I've lucked out on a few of these games here because like the people I've been playing have just miraculously only put up like 60, 70 points, and then my team puts up decent, like over 100, but you got other guys scoring 113, 114. I'm like, ugh. If I
Yeah,
was playing
mean-
these guys, it'd be really scary,
Crawl's 2-6. Just
Right,
like-
exactly.
Yeah, it's still a really tight race for the top spots. I mean, I'm winning in points, but I mean, record-wise, you're winning, and it's all really close. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5-3 teams. You're alone at 6-2, so it's anybody's guess where it's going to go.
Right. Exactly.
My inner fantasy analyst, my football senses tell me that your production isn't necessarily sustainable, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying it.
I can't believe you just said that.
I'm just saying it's not sustainable. It's all been this boomer bust kind of stuff
When
that
do you
I
guys
always
play
talk
again?
against.
When do you guys play again? Because Jason's gonna murder you. When
Do
you
we
guys
play again? Is that how it's set up? Are we?
I don't know. Well, hold on.
I don't know if we do play again.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
You
I'm
shouldn't
not-
play again. You
yeah.
already played.
Right.
Because I got Ryan this week, and
Look, you got
I don't
away
even know
with
who that
murder with that Taylor bullshit. You had lost that matchup. Anything short of him housing a 70-yard touchdown and then dominating that entire second half, and you still only won by like a point and a half.
So
right, exactly.
I love that we got this
You
recorded.
have no business in my fucking atmosphere.
Listen. I love that we have this recorded because at the end of the
Because
season,
when he wins the championship,
when he wins
yeah,
the championship against you, I
Because I
can
said
play
it
this
wasn't
back.
sustainable. Yeah. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's
Oh.
great stuff.
Well, Jason and his wife Amy just moved into a brand new house.
Whoa,
Brand new.
Yeah,
nice.
brand spanking new.
How's it going out there? You guys got the all the quirks figured out of the new house?
Pretty much, yeah. We've been here almost a month, and just got our new garage doors put on last week.
Yeah, ones that match.
They were
That's helpful.
Yeah, they were back ordered, so we had one tan one and one black one for a while. So
Did he
You know,
call you
everyone
in for
drive
all of
around.
his electrician needs already?
No.
that's another story.
It is another story.
But
It
we
didn't-
almost did.
That didn't quite work out.
Yeah, I'll be reaching out to him when it's time to do our basement, though. Definitely.
See?
Excellent. Well, if you're in need of a good alcoholic, let me know and I'll come over and I'll, sit on your couch and drink and point out the things that need to get done in your house, and
I mean-
it'll be a good time.
I was told there's going to be a music studio in the basement. Is this true?
I'm working on it.
Ooh.
Working on it.
See? We can definitely swing over there.
He's going to be our producer? Can we come there and record?
Yes, let's do that.
Can we show up and record at your house?
Jason will be showing up at your house once a week at about 9:45 p.m. just randomly.
That's awesome.
Build bunk beds for us.
Yep. I'll just sit back and I'll do the occasional drop with you guys. That'd be awesome.
That
You
sounds
just pay me
cool.
with drops.
I'll give you the iPad and you can do all the drops.
That'd be great.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's all I really want.
Done. Done.
All right, Jason. Well, thanks for answering tonight, and best of luck for the rest of the season. Ignore what he said.
You're going down.
Ignore what he said.
Yeah.
What you're doing is sustainable. Or substainable? Sustainable. I can't speak.
It should be abstainable. You just it's not going to happen.
All right, I'm going to cut
Abstain
you
from
off.
what you've been doing.
Oh my god. I have faith in you, Jason.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
All right, we'll catch you later, bud.
See ya.
Later, guys. Bye.
All right. Do we hit everyone? Because
Why you team Jason? What the hell?
I feel like he's got a decent team this year.
All right. You want to make a side bet on it? What do you
a side
what are you
bet
saying?
on what?
I don't know, that he's the one who faces me in the division champs game?
I don't know.
Not ready to stake your flag against
No,
Travis
because-
or Los or Steve? Steve's
I
team
will.
is banged up.
Look. I'll bet you that he goes further in the playoffs than you do.
All right. What are we putting on it?
What do you feel like putting on it? I mean, because we can't just do the normal stuff. 'Cause
The pizza and the stuff we never do.
the stuff we never do.
We got to get creative.
Yeah.
It's got to be a thing we can actually do or will do.
All right, we're gonna put that one on the board. All right.
All right.
All right. One
Pay for the other person's food at the party?
deal.
All right, done. Put it on the whoever's
I
who's
believe
tracking
that's-
this, Aaron?
That's probably trademarked. I don't know.
That's why I didn't finish it. Aaron, if you're listening, write that in your notes of bets. Is that his actual?
Oh, I don't have his actual phone number.
Because he didn't. Because Carl texted it to you.
Yeah, I don't-
Travis, if you're
I
listening,
don't
we
have
meant to
Travis's
call
phone
you,
number.
but none of us have your number.
Nobody's got your phone number because you couldn't tell me what your phone number is.
But he is in They're tied for first, but with less points.
Yeah.
His team still looks good. They're all healthy. That's why I'm still worried about Travis. Because even though
You just said he was going to lose out, and Aaron Rodgers was going to get hurt.
because that was something that will happen. But if it doesn't, it all looks pretty good for him. Even though you just beat him, which I thank you for because I needed that.
You're
but
welcome.
yeah, Rodgers, Kamara, Mixon, Mike Williams, who's apparently incredible when the Chargers are on. And coming an injured Kareem Hunt. Is Kareem Hunt done for the year?
I don't think so.
He was placed on injured reserve on Tuesday.
Yeah, but that's only 3 games.
4 to 6 week timetable.
Yeah, but injured reserve is only
That's relevant.
3 games.
Anyways, and Zerline. Tavius Murray. Mike Evans on bye. Man. And Ruggs. That Ruggs thing. He killed a dude.
Yeah.
I wonder if it says that in the breaking news thing on here.
It shouldn't.
Ruggs was involved in a car accident and will face felony charges of DUI resulting in death and reckless driving. He gone.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Well.
Kyle, your playoff chances. Can we address the fact
All right,
that
let's
they
talk
have
about-
substantially
let's talk about playoffs.
increased?
Yeah.
Because I think when we did the pod last time, you were in.
So
It was nearly single digits, wasn't it?
No. I was at like 35 or 40%.
You were at 75%.
Yeah, but
my
it's not
guy.
right though, because it factors in. It doesn't factor in the.
I thought you said it made all that math.
No, because it doesn't know that we do the high points thing.
Well, either way, you're at like 67.238%.
Because I mean, right now it says Carl has a 4% chance, but if playoffs started today, he'd actually be in the playoffs because of our scoring system.
I think you're making it. I think Zach falls out of the. Actually,
I think Zach falls out too.
Look at it. Gave him a 6% chance already.
There is a solid chance that our division could have 3 teams because even though Luke is 5-3, his points don't translate to the 5-3.
And he's only one win ahead of you.
Right. I mean, his points don't translate to the 5-3. So if I can end up with the same record as him, if things hold pat, then I'd get in.
I mean,
over
looking
him.
at your team after the Diggs trade, you might actually make some serious traction. I think if I had to pick the teams right now that are going to be in the playoffs, I think I actually picked you before all that, jargon happened. I think you're just fine. You're going to be in there. Good job. Way to not give up. You might have to change your team name.
No. I went 0-4 and changed it to that, and then I went 4-0. So I'm gonna keep rolling.
Oh, you're not going to jinx it?
No, I'm
So
just gonna keep rolling with
well, I guess there might be this year.
No, absolutely not. I'm also going to keep the Ryan suck up picture, even though I haven't had him since week 2.
Good on you. I usually wait till the playoffs to switch it back to Bob's Berserkers just so I can lose again. Gotta go back to the original,
Oh, yeah. All right. Family circle time.
Oh. You want to go first?
No, you go first.
I go first? Mine's kind of a speed round thing just because they're all little short things anyways. Trick-or-treating. Ryan got 16 pounds of candy. So all the boys split in different directions, and Persephone went with Madison, my niece,
Yep.
with Liz and Justin. So anyways, Ryan went berserk with these 2 neighborhood boys. Came back, emptied. He was using a pillowcase just because he didn't think the pumpkins were big enough, which I guess ended up being correct. I thought the cool little plastic pumpkins, whatever.
Yeah.
Novelty. Anyways, he used a pillowcase, filled it up, came back, dumped it out on his bed, went back out, filled it up again, came back and dumped that on his bed. So we were like, holy shit, I've done some pretty hardcore trick-or-treating. I've never seen that much candy gathered in one sitting before. And yeah, it wound up being 16 pounds. It's pretty incredible.
That's a lot of candy.
Yeah. Another one with Ryan. So he's at the age where he starts negotiating everything to
Yes.
like a very nauseating level.
Yeah.
Apparently 10 is that age. But this morning, as I'm like in a team meeting, I get a phone call, and Nicole's just like, holy shit, he won't wear a jacket. And it's pretty cold. It's like 40 degrees outside. It's definitely jacket weather.
Oh, yeah.
And he's losing his marbles over this wearing a jacket thing just because he doesn't want to wear it. He doesn't like how it feels, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, like what do I have to tell this kid to get him to put on his jacket? Because I was already going through the whole normal parenting, like, you're going to lose video games. You won't, you'll be grounded. He didn't give a shit. He was like, I'm not wearing this jacket. I'm like, dude, you're going to get sick. Don't care. Not wearing it. I'm like, what do I do? I can't, like, I'm not at home. Nicole's like, he won't put it on. So anyways, eventually talked him off the ledge, but it's getting that way with everything. Like, hey, it's time for bed. And it's all these like negotiations and all this crazy shit to like just not do anything. And I can't beat him, so he doesn't care if I just keep telling him.
I mean, you can't tell people you beat him in public.
No, but I wouldn't anyways. But it's just like, how do you make him listen? I don't understand.
Dude, I don't know either. Like, I am going through a similar phase with that with Vince, where he just, you try to guide him down the right path, and he just, like, he doesn't listen. The other day, we get a phone call from the teacher. Again, like, we're on her speed dial at this point. It is nothing like, it's not like major things. It's just like a constant stream of like, why'd you do that? Stuff. And
Why?
so he
Why,
brought,
Vince? Why?
so the teacher confiscated $55 from him at school the other day because he was trying to trade money for other kids' things. So he brought all his money to school to show all his friends, and then, his friends realized he had a pile of money, and they were all like, hey, you want a Pokemon card? $7. So he's trying to negotiate buying things from random kids. And so she confiscates the money. And so I was told about this. This was a Friday. I was told about this. And Nicole's like, if you're in town before the end of the day, can you pick up his money? I'm like, sure. Because I thought he brought like $2-3 there. So I go pick it up. It's just this wad of bills. And I'm like, wait. What? So I get home, I'm like, how much did he bring to school? And Nicole's like, oh, all of it. He's got like $50-some, like mostly singles. He had just like a billfold thick of money that he brought to school. I'm like, why would you bring that much money to school? Oh, well, I could buy things from the other kids. I'm like, you have no concept of money. You shouldn't be buying anything from anyone.
Right? He just wanted to be a baller. He just wanted to like hold them all out. Like,
whip
look
out
at all
those
this
singles.
money.
Look at all this money I got.
I'm an island boy. I got all this money and shit. Just
All because
whipping
he
it
was
out.
selling pumpkins. That's
Oh,
the only reason.
where are you growing those?
Over by the shop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I got bad news.
Oh,
We may be selling the shop.
man, it just takes a lot to get a breaking news out of you, doesn't it? Fucking Jason gets a new house. You're gonna sell the shop.
We don't have time for drops.
Nothing
tonight.
gets the drops.
We don't have time for drops tonight. We might sell the shop. From your family to my family to some random guy named Guy
That's depressing.
who
But
lives on the street.
I feel like it's okay. We had quite the run out
It
at
just
that
might
place.
be time.
There's like we could do a podcast of just things that happened at the shop,
It's very true.
and that would be maybe we'll do that after the season. Remind me
yeah.
to do like a shop memoirs episode.
So
that'll be
we're
great.
working on now that we're getting back into the swing of things and doing this more often. We're working on potential ideas to continue this on throughout the year. Rather than just being 12 of 16
strictly
weeks.
fantasy football related. We might delve into some Buck stuff, might go into some past fantasy football years, pull out some old draft boards that are up in Kyle's
Yeah.
rafters, talk about that, and I don't know, talk about other shit too. The shop episode might be really fun. We have so much we could cover.
And
there.
then, halfway through the summer, we'll end up doing deep dives on serial killers and making it a comedy thing.
Hell yeah.
Just like every other podcast does nowadays.
right, it gets likes, it gets follows.
Yeah. So that's what we might be doing with our future here. Well, anyway. Until next time, I'm Kyle with my buddy.
I am your buddy, and I love you all. Thanks to those who participated on the phone calls. This was a great night.
All right.
Always good to be in the studio.
We'll see you guys next week on the Gentleman Fantasy Football Podcast.